Here we are in Napa Valley in Rutherford. This region is known for their Cabernets. And right now we are sitting in the HB vineyard. This is the vineyard where Péjus grows their flagship wine, the HB. This is a magical place. I mean, you can feel it, you can see it, the care that goes into the ground, into the vines. It's absolutely incredible. Péjus is a family-owned winery. They just celebrated 25 years last year, and today they're going to take us through some wine tastings and some food pairings to go with the wine as well. Their executive chef, Marianne, has devised specifically for us. We're going to get to meet Sarah Fowler. We're going to speak with Lisa Péjus, one of the Péjus daughters, and we're going to meet a very interesting character named Alan, also known as the Yodelmeister. So come on in with us. Let's check it out and have a good time. What separates Péjus from every other winery out there?
We're very fun. I think we approach wine in a not snobbish attitude. Have a good time with it. Taste it. I think I'm one of those people that believes when you taste a wine, you don't have to taste every flavor. You can go, okay, I can taste this or I can't taste this. All I know is I like it, and that's important. I think that's the most important part.
Tony Péjus and his wife HB originally lived in Los Angeles before they moved up here, and they owned a floral shop. They were florists in LA, so they've always kept that sort of a mindset. And the gardens here are beautiful. You've got tulips, calla lilies the size of your head. I mean, it's just breathtaking what they've done here. We're standing next to the waterfall in the koi pond, which is such a relaxing, tranquil place to go. I love just sitting down and forgetting about everything that's bothering me in the world. It's just a nice touch that they've added here.
Into the garage and starts pouring out of his garage. Well, he thought the garage was, could be fixed up and could be a wonderful place to taste, but whatever. We're like, Tony, look, it's still a garage. So Tony eventually began to receive so many guests that this became somewhat of an irritant to the county. And so the county said, look, you don't have a license to be able to sell wine in a tasting room, and so you must cease and desist, otherwise we're going to sue you. He said, sue me. It's an affectionate term, and as her initials have been placed on our HB bottle, which is our flagship. We are known all over for what we produce for our cabs, particularly out of this 30-acre estate which surrounds the building.
The widest point maybe 5. Now, you're not going to turn a bad wine into a good wine. No. I've tried.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We're going to step into the cellar where Laura Fowler, the winemaker, is waiting to talk to us. Introduction. And who are you and what is your role here?
My name is Sarah Fowler and I'm the winemaker here at Péjus.
Okay. What made you decide that you wanted to make wine for a living? I mean, what brought you into this?
Well, my first job ever was at a winery in high school. Mm-hmm. I worked off and on for the first Kendall Jackson facility. Mm-hmm. I worked the bottling line and then worked harvest jobs, a little bit in the vineyard, a little bit in the lab, and did that off and on for 6 years. Finished high school and started off for a few years while I was in college. I kept coming back, paid well, better than any fast food restaurant or waitressing job that I could get. So in college I was studying art and decided that I was going to start as an artist. Tried pretty much every medium and decided to drop out. Moved to Mexico and lived on a sailboat for a year, contemplated life. Prior to that, my dad and I had made beer together as a father-daughter bonding experience, and I really enjoyed fermentation. So when I came back, it just so happens that my family was in the process of planting a vineyard. So we planted some Zinfandel and Syrah, and I was involved in picking up the rootstock, the clones, putting in the drip tubing, and it's a 400-acre organic ranch. And I was very involved in that, and my family also was encouraging me to go back to school. So I had to think about really what I wanted to do and really what made me happy, and winemaking kind of encompasses all the things that I really enjoy. I like being outdoors. I like the artistic, creative aspect of it. I absolutely love food and wine. There's 2 programs in the United States where you can get a degree in enology, which is the study of wine, basically a chemistry degree. And UC Davis in Fresno State was accepted to both and chose to go to Fresno, have a hands-on program. From a personal perspective, I really enjoy blending and putting together the blends. So anytime I can put together something and it does well, and it's making wine brings happiness to people. So when people use wine when they're celebrating, people drink wine when they're depressed, and it tends to always cheer people up. So that's a personal success. Anytime I get high scores, I know that I have job security, and that's a success. And I think for one of the wines that that makes me feel good, that gives me personal success, was the Peju Pink that we did, and it was a wine for breast cancer. And that was a wine that just was sitting in the lab with my enologist, and she was just recovering from breast cancer, and so was my stepmom, and we had this conversation. I thought, wouldn't it be great to come up with a wine and for breast cancer? We were getting ready to do a big walk, and it was one of those, within a 24-hour period, I made a blend, pitched it to the family bought into it, and the next thing we knew, we had this new wine. We had all the women of Peju doing the walk. We had lots of people donating to the walk and for the wine, and that was fantastic. We've gotten great feedback, and so we're going to continue that every year.
Awesome. That's great. So obviously you guys are very active in the community with that. I know there's a big movement in winemaking to go organic. What is Peju doing to take steps to do that?
Peju, last year we took the Rutherford HB Vineyard here in Rutherford organic, so it's certified through CCOF, which is California Certified Organic Farming. And we have actually 3 vineyards here at Peju, and the other 2 are sustainable, and we're working towards organic certification there. And right now my little project is with the HB. It's our flagship wine. It's right now it's been cab-based, and we're moving it towards a Meritage blend. And so you'll see it having not only Cabernet Sauvignon, but you'll have it has a little bit of Merlot, a little bit of Cab Franc, a little bit of Petit Verdot. And each year it's going to change depending on vintages. And that's the wine I think I get more satisfaction putting together, because it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of creative energy goes into it.